Matt is still sort of floating on air from his debate with the men's rights activists.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I am feeling quite good about it, but I wouldn't say that's.
Now, folks, you can go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Sam Seder, and of course, we'll put it on the front page.
Morning blog.
We'll put. Okay, we've embedded it on the front page of Majority.fm. Matt debated one of these men's rights guys, and the best part of it was watching the men's right advocate basically accidentally say that Stefan Molyneux sounded like an insane person.
I believe the word was psychopath.
Psychopath. And then at the end of the debate, there was this weird guy who moderates the debate, who apparently is also a men's rights activist, but
he's the site editor of A Voice for Men, which it really made me question.
But didn't he have like a different title? He had a very strange title, like operations director.
They probably gave him.
He's the operations director, and
he coordinates the harassment emails to women that go out from the site.
Was he not aware that he was on camera? Like he was just like oh, okay. Here we go. Let's just do this. Like he seemed like he had something else that he really wanted to be doing, and like his Svengali, and they're very formal with each other. Very strange dynamic, I thought. The whole thing was very, very strange. This guy, this operations director of A Voice of Men, refers to Paul Elam as Mr. Elam. I think at one point he said Herr Elam or something like that.
I kept thinking Scientology without any fun.
Yeah, and then the best part is, I mean, am I giving it away? I mean, it's worth it's
worth talking about.
Yeah. Matt made the case that, look, if you guys were really men's activists, you would really be dealing with real issues that impact men instead of like just crying about but crying about even when they bring up any type of issue that oppresses men, it's really in the context of this feminist said something mean, 10 years ago to me or whatever it is. And Matt, gave them a list of things that they could look into. And the best part is that the operations director broke form and basically at the end of the debate said, hold on, Matt. Can you tell me where I can find the articles regarding that issue? And it was hilarious because it was basically like saying, I would like to declare Matt the winner of this debate. Oh, God, I just realized I'm the operations director and Mr. Elam will be upset at me.
It's almost like he noticed he was going to say that as he was saying it, actually. Like,
yeah, and he held back.
He realized.
Yeah.
I don't think that Mr. Elam noticed.
No, Elam didn't, but the other guy.
No, I understand. But Mr. Elam's not the most self-aware,
aspiring
cult leader
here's my
out there.
feeling, and I just to help him out, I would give him a lot of tips about different things if I felt so inclined. But I really did feel compelled after watching the video to just tell him that when you debate somebody, if you show up, and apparently this guy imposed all sorts of very specific rules. It can only be 4 minutes. Each person speaks for 4 minutes. It was very Blockian, Walter Blockian. You each get 4 minutes, no interruptions. But this guy spent, I think, at least 80% of his time reading from prepared statements. So it's really no debate. I mean, you might as well have done this with email as far as he was concerned, but not even email. It would have been really just like, here's a series of statements I'm going to put out. Matt will put out his statements, and that's the end of the thing. And Matt did a very good job of basically saying, hey, I'm going to debate like a grown-up where we can actually exchange ideas rather than just have dueling press releases. But I have to say that I think this is why the men's rights guy did so poorly, was because he didn't address what Matt was saying. And you don't even have to address directly to win a debate. You can fashion your argument in such a way that diffuses what the other person has said. But because he was so wedded to his prepared statements, I don't know if is this the way the guy normally debates, if he's nervous about actually getting up and debating and maybe that's why he has such rigid parameters, because he's nervous about that.
It's worth noting, I think, that the only time we were able to have an actual back and forth conversation was when I agreed that if I invite him to, I fully want him to use my time, my 4 minutes.
You ceded some of your time to him, yeah.
So he definitely spoke way more than me, and I have no problem with that. That's not any sort of issue to me.
But it was great that the whole premise was, the whole challenge and everything that this guy threw down the gauntlet said, this kid is a little punk. He's got no intellectual credibility. He's terrified. There's no way he'll ever defend himself. There's no way he'll ever debate. And then all of the rules that he set up, and also down to like the prepared statements. He didn't want anything. He didn't want any exchange. He spent the whole buildup saying that you were like a wuss who would not go near him, and then the whole point of the debate was to not actually debate.
And he hid behind his prepared statements, which didn't work out for him. And I offered that as a tip to him on his YouTube channel, that next time he should just try and listen to what the other person says. That way you can actually refute it.